Ready, Ensign? Yes, sir. Captain? Yes, Ensign. Well, don't you think you have a bit of an advantage over me? Advantage? It's just that I can't see the board from down here. I think I have an idea. Sir? I'll make you my first officer. Captain? Put you in charge of away missions. Sir, give you a red shirt and beam you down on the Romulan side of the neutral zone. Understood. It won't happen again. I know it won't happen again. Number 1. Alright, this print was made by Alan1 and is available for download in the description. It is a total of 82 pieces with a single extrusion printer, or 50 with a dual extrusion printer. My version has a total of 2 colors and took about 23 hours, 17 minutes to print. Okay, so this is the chessboard before any work's been done to it. We've got the Star Trek base and counterweight right there, and then the bottom to the top of the 3D chessboard. This is a real simple one. Because of my dual extrusion printer, all of the black pieces were printed onto the white. If you don't have that, just use glue. So there's room for metal nails and stuff, but I think I'm just going to use super glue. And I have just some paint and a 9-volt battery, because that's the height that will be in between the 2 levels on all of them. And when the glue's setting, this will just prevent this layer from kind of sagging down a bit, which it will do naturally. I had to go get some, just like a roll of masker's tape and painter's tape to hold the bottom layer up so it is level while I glue the rest of the pieces. And there you go, that's the 3D chessboard built. Now I'm going to do something a bit different because this is the first game I've printed. And I'm going to tell you how 3D chess works, which I was actually very surprised to find, provided you know how to play normal chess. It's ridiculously easy to play 3D chess. So this is the 3D chessboard. That is the layout from Star Trek, which I think officially is the Tri-D chessboard, and I know that's a super nerdy thing to know, but I did just teach you the rules of 3D chess, and I am wearing the captain's pins, so you already knew that. Speaking of the pins, I want to give a quick shout out. 3D Central designed these, and they're one of the cool little designs that aren't really worth a video, but I'll link these in the description. I just glued them onto tacks, so they keep poking me, but they're pretty cool for Halloween upcoming. Yes, this is a really great 3D chessboard. The only complaint I would have is these little rods that connect the attack boards are kind of hard to print just because they're so thin. You saw in the time lapse, I printed them on opposite corners of the build plate to give the plastic some time to cool down as the extruder was going back and forth. And this one still didn't quite make it. I'm going to try and reprint it, but that's why this attack board is kind of wobbly. But other than that, the pieces look really good. It's not one of those where they're odd pieces and you have to learn what they all mean again. And it does recommend you use metal rods. I think it even links on the Thingisplore page the kind you would use. And that'd be another little criticism of mine, is I really like to keep these things completely 3D printed, so I can see mine's a bit crooked, but it is fine. It does look really good. It would make a great kind of desktop thing. A lot of people have chessboards sitting on their desk, and this looks hyper nerdy. And there is something real fun about just moving the pieces. Yeah, see, there you go. But there is something about moving the pieces and kind of knowing what you're doing in this 3D space, even though that thing with the queen was an illegal move there, but it's hyper nerd. Oh, look at this. That's satisfying. I love replacing the pieces in chess. That's a weird thing, but I do love it. And a great thing about 3D chess in general, I'm not even going to bother putting this back, is how the board is dynamic, actually, so the board will move around. This is, again, that's not a flaw with the design, that's a flaw with my specific piece, and October's a very busy time for me. Like, I'm printing the Halloween special, so the printer's in full use. In fact, the only times I'm not printing is recording these Thingisplores, so I'm gonna have to fix that after October. But again, look, you get to see the little patterns of how everything lines up, so I know. I thought I could get that pawn, but you can do things like that. And to people who don't know that the 3D chessboard looks like, it makes perfect sense looking from the top down. You just look like a wizard playing 3D chess and doing things like that. Oh, and then I can get that pawn. White's losing, but that's okay, they're not even playing. Knight to queen. Queen's down. That makes it fair. I really enjoyed that, making the intro. I was like playing the game of chess and talking. I mean, talking with the captain is just, he won't let you finish your sentences, he takes too much time to respond, it's just a nightmare. But playing the game of chess is fun. And that'd be another slight thing that's not a flaw of the board, more 3D chess, is you can't so much lean back like this. If I were leaning back, looking at the board, I do have the film light on, of course, but I can kind of see through the board, and I could tell you where this pawn is, unless it's on a black space. Like, you can't be super low relative to the board if the game's happening up here. You can from the white side of the chessboard, but from the black side you can't really lean back like this as well. But I haven't had time to actually play a game of this with anyone. Just, again, Halloween has been taking up most of my printer, so I didn't get this done until the day the video's being uploaded. So I'm really excited to play a game of this at some point, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's just the way the board evolves. I know the camera's not really picking this up as well, but the way the board evolves is just really cool as you play. I'll take your bishop. Even playing a game of 3D chess with myself when one of the attack boards has fallen and most of the people have fallen off is good fun. I'm not gonna pull that off. That one's been glued. It also broke, but again, my printer problem, not design problem. And I think that's all I have to say for today. He can take my piece. Dang it, I should have seen that. Alright, that's it for today. It's a bit of a shorter one, but you now know how to play 3D chess, so that's good. You can learn, I've realized. Like, you don't have to be looking at the board top down. Obviously, from my view, I'm eye level with this, so I can't see that this white square is right above this white square, but you kind of get to know it, and just by looking at it, like in my vision, this looks no way right above this, but I can see in my mind, you know, my little bishop here can go right there. And then this pawn can be taken. What a shame. Oh, no, not the pawn. This rook can be taken. It takes a little bit of getting used to, like, especially if you're not looking straight down, but it is worth it to get into, I'd say. So yeah, with that bishop being taken and everything falling apart, one complaint, you do have to be careful. You know, you can't just lift your hand up to the board, because the board's also above your hand. Yeah, I've been rambling on, playing this game of chess for a while now. So, one more thing as well, I almost forgot to mention. In fact, I did, because I did the outro already. Is this isn't the chessboard you see in Star Trek. It looks real good. I'm gonna love having this sitting wherever I put it, but in all of the Star Treks, at least the ones I've seen, so the original series to Deep Space Nine, it's got kind of the circular metal base with the curving metal rods, and then the glass boards and painted on the white. And not only that, the pieces aren't white and black, they're like white and clear, or clear and darker clear, gray and darker gray. But I kind of like that it's different. because it means that one day I'll get to build the actual Star Trek one, which I've kind of been wanting to do, and the school's been thinking about or looking into the possibility of getting like a CNC machine and stuff like that. So it'd be fun to someday build an actual replica of the Star Trek 3D chess as opposed to this. But this is also good because Star Trek 3D chessboards are kind of expensive, and this is like less than 10 bucks, so it'd be good to get into as well. And then on that note, alright, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and sharing it. Subscribe so you can catch all the amazing robotics, electronics, and 3D printing projects I have planned. Thanks for watching.